Imagine a place where the sound of laughter is drowned out by the roar of conflict, where childhood innocence is lost amid the debris of war. Welcome to Gaza, my home. Here, life is not as it seems. The sky, often painted with hues of fiery red and smoky gray, is not from a sunset but from the flames of warfare. The children, instead of flying kites or playing games, run for cover at the sound of an incoming missile. The mothers, instead of singing lullabies, whisper prayers for safety. Every day is a battle, not just against the physical threats but also against despair and fear. For us, the people of Gaza, the battlefield is not just on the streets, it is also within our souls. We struggle to preserve our humanity, our dignity, amid the chaos and destruction that surrounds us. It's not just the buildings that bear the scars of conflict, but our hearts too. Our streets are marked with the remnants of shattered dreams, and our hearts with the echoes of lost hope. But in the midst of all this, we find strength. Strength in our resilience, in our unwavering spirit, in our refusal to be defined solely by our suffering. My name is Hassan. I was born and raised here. I've seen the face of war, felt its cruel grip, and yet, I am not a soldier. I am a teacher, a father, a friend. I am an ordinary man living in extraordinary circumstances. I have witnessed the worst of humanity, yet I've also seen the best of it. In the kindness of a neighbor, in the courage of my students, in the love of my family. I am a resident of Gaza, a city that breathes life even in the face of death. A city that refuses to be silenced. A city that, despite everything, still stands. This place, my home, is a testament to the enduring spirit of its people, a beacon of resilience in a world consumed by chaos. My name is Hassan, and this is my story. Gaza wasn't always like this. I remember a time when the streets echoed with the sounds of joy, not fear. Take a moment and walk with me down memory lane. Imagine a place vibrant and alive where the air was thick with the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning and the sweet aroma of ripening fruits in the afternoon. This was the Gaza of my childhood, a place of warmth and laughter, where children ran freely through the streets, their laughter echoing off the ancient stone walls. Here, in the heart of the city, every corner held a story, every alley a secret. We had a tight-knit community, everyone knew each other, and we lived together in harmony. The elders, with their wise faces and gentle smiles, would sit in the shade of the olive trees, sharing tales of old while watching over the younger generation at play. Our homes were not just buildings, they were a testament to our history, our resilience. Each stone, each archway, bore the imprints of generations who had lived, loved, and dreamed before us. And the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, was our constant companion. Its waves whispering tales of voyagers and adventurers from eons past. Festivals were a riot of color and music, the air filled with the rhythm of the dabkid dance and the melody of the oud. We celebrated life with gusto, our joys were communal, our sorrows shared. This was a time when the promise of tomorrow held more excitement than fear. A time when the setting sun was a canvas of hope, not a curtain of dread. As children, we were nourished not just with food, but with tales of courage, stories of perseverance, and dreams of a future that was ours to shape. We were the seeds of a strong and resilient tree, deeply rooted in the soil of our ancestors, reaching out towards the sky with unbridled optimism. Those were the days of peace, now buried beneath the ruins. One day the tranquility of our lives was shattered, replaced by the harsh reality of conflict. That day the skies of Gaza, usually painted with the hues of a setting sun, were filled with smoke and dust, the air heavy with fear and uncertainty. That was the day when our lives were turned upside down. It was a day like any other, when we were going about our daily routines, blissfully unaware of the storm that was about to hit us. My father was at the market, my mother was preparing dinner, my younger sister was playing in the courtyard, and I was helping my older brother with his homework. Suddenly, the ground shook beneath our feet, the walls around us trembled, and a loud, deafening noise filled our ears. It was the sound of conflict, a sound that would become all too familiar in the coming days. We could see the fear in each other's eyes. We huddled together, praying for the safety of our father, who was still out in the market. The conflict had a profound impact on us. It affected not just our physical well-being, but also our mental and emotional health. We lived in fear, not knowing if we would see the next sunrise. Our dreams were replaced with nightmares, our laughter with tears, our hope with despair. My best friend Ahmed, who lived next door, lost his life in the conflict. He was like a brother to me. We had grown up together, playing football in the streets, sharing secrets, dreaming of a future where we would be successful and happy. His loss was a deep wound in my heart, a constant reminder of the horrors of war. The conflict took away our homes, our loved ones, and our sense of security. But more than anything, it took away our childhood. We were forced to grow up overnight, to face the harsh realities of life at an age when we should have been playing and studying. In an instant, we were robbed of our peace. Our lives were never the same again. We were forced to live in a world where fear and uncertainty were our constant companions. But amidst all this, we held on to hope. The hope for a better tomorrow, the hope for peace. Life in a conflict zone is a constant battle, not just against the enemy but against fear and despair. This is the reality that I, Hassan, and my fellow Gazans have come to understand. Living through the siege is a test of strength, courage, and resilience that no one should have to endure. Every day is a quest for survival. The basic necessities that many take for granted become luxuries in a siege. Clean water, food, electricity, these are not always guaranteed. We often find ourselves scavenging for scraps, rationing our meals, and spending hours in darkness due to power outages. Yet the human spirit is remarkably resilient. We adapt, we persevere, and we forge on, for there is no other choice. But life under siege is not just about physical survival. It's also about preserving our humanity, our culture, and our identity. Despite the harsh circumstances, we continue to celebrate life. We hold weddings, we sing songs, and we share stories, for these moments of joy are our rebellion against the despair that surrounds us. Education, too, becomes an act of resistance. Schools may be damaged, resources may be scarce, but our thirst for knowledge remains unquenched. We continue to learn, to dream, and to aspire for a better future. Our classrooms may be makeshift, our books may be worn, but our minds are fertile grounds for ideas and hopes. Fear is a constant companion in a siege. The sound of air raids, the sight of smoke billowing in the distance, the uncertainty of what tomorrow holds. These are experiences that leave lasting scars. But we learn to live with this fear, not because we are fearless, but because we understand that fear is the price we pay for our resolve. Living through a siege tests the limits of human endurance. It reveals the depths of despair, but also the heights of resilience. It shows us the worst of humanity, but also its best. For amidst the rubble and the ruin, we find strength in our unity, courage in our struggle, and hope in our hearts. Despite everything, we remain hopeful, for hope is all we have. In the midst of devastation, we cling to the hope of a peaceful tomorrow. In our hearts we yearn for harmony, for a day when the echoes of conflict are replaced with the melodies of peace. In the midst of rubble and ruins we dream of clean streets and safe homes, where our children can grow without fear, where our elderly can rest without worry. This is the Gaza we envision, a place of tranquility amidst the turmoil. The world watches our struggle. The international community, through various organizations and diplomatic channels, has made efforts to resolve this long-standing conflict. Peace talks, ceasefires, humanitarian aid, these are the lifelines thrown our way, the glimmers of hope in our darkest hours. We are grateful for these efforts, yet we know that the road to peace is long and fraught with challenges. We, the people of Gaza, are not bystanders in our fate. We too are part of this quest for peace. We rally, we protest, we raise our voices so that the world may hear our plea. We tell our stories not to evoke pity, but to stir understanding and foster unity. Our struggle is not just about land or politics, it's about the fundamental right to live in peace. We dream of a better future, one that is not defined by the walls that confine us or the conflict that surrounds us. A future where our children can go to school without the fear of violence. A future where we can earn a living and provide for our families without the constant threat of instability. A future where we can celebrate our culture and heritage without the shadow of oppression. The resilience of the people of Gaza is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the face of adversity, we rise. Amidst the ruins, we rebuild. In the heart of conflict, we seek peace. This is our story. This is Gaza. Our story is one of resilience and hope, a testament to the human spirit. My story is not unique. It is the story of every Palestinian living in Gaza. Our life is a testament to resilience, a chronicle of endurance etched in the heart of each man, woman, and child. Amid the rubble and ruins, we find strength in unity, hope in despair. We dream of a dawn where the sun shines not on destruction but on a land healed and whole. We are the people of Gaza, and our story is far from over.